Good morning, dear children. How are you all? I believe that you all are happy at your home and staying safe at your home. And today we will start with a new chapter from the English literature. In the previous class, we were learning from English grammar, English second, chapter 7. I think you all understood that chapter and go through the regular revision of that and learn and memorize all the question answers and exercise for the coming exams also. Okay, children? Before entering to the new chapter of English literature, let me tell you that in the previous classes, we were completed in English literature till chapter 3. Yes, a rupee goes a long way. It's an information for you that chapter 4, 5 children and it, it's not in your syllabus. ये chapter 4 है आपका syllabus में नहीं है. It's omitted. So we will not be learning that chapter. We will be directly moving through chapter 5, Moise kite. Okay, children, is that clear? English first का chapter 4, 5 children and it आपके syllabus में नहीं है, omitted है. So we will be learning chapter 5. Everyone open your books to page number 41. Page number 41. The name of the chapter is Moise kite. How will you read that? Moise kite. Okay, Moise ka patang. So before going to the explanation of this chapter, let's discuss about the author or writer of the chapter first, and we will discuss the new words in the chapter. After that, ma'am will start explaining the chapter line by line. So children, the author of this chapter is, or the writer of the chapter is Thomas Anthony. So what is the name of the writer of this chapter? Thomas Anthony. And he is an American writer and illustrator. This author is an American writer and illustrator, एक लेखक और चित्रकार है, and he has written more than 200 children's books. Okay, so what is the name of the author of Moise kite? Thomas Anthony. Now let's discuss one by one all the word meaning. Okay, first, tame. You can see the word meaning in the page number 41, the left side of the page. Can you see that? Okay, everyone put your fingers there where ma'am is reading. First, tame. Read tame. T-A-M-E, tame. What does it mean? Make something easy to control. किसी चीज को आसानी से कंट्रोल करना या नियंत्रण करना. Next, cross pieces. Read everyone. Cross pieces. What does it mean? Sticks crossed together to form the frame of the kite. In the kite, when you are making the kite, you use sticks to cross it together to make the kite, isn't it? So that's what cross pieces. Next, Olona shrub. Read everyone. Olona shrub. What does it mean? That a Hawaiian plant known for its strong bark. So it's a Hawaiian. Hawaii is a place name in America, and it's a Hawaiian plant known for its strong bark. Let's go with next word, paraded. Read everyone. Paraded. You know that this word is related with the military. Okay, parade, the same meaning. Walked in a large group in an orderly fashion to celebrate. Next, approach. Read everyone. How will you read that? A-P-P-R-O-A-C-H-E-D. Approach. What does it mean? Came near. Came near. Next, gourd. G-O-U-R-D. Gourd. A fleshy vegetable with a thick skin. Loki. Okay. Gourd is Loki. That's what here saying. Now let's go with remaining word meanings in page number 42. Look at that everyone. Page number 42. The left side of the page. Next word is everlasting. Read everyone. Everlasting. Continuing forever. There will be no end for that. Okay. That's what everlasting. Next. Drifted. Slowly and steadily moved from one place to another. Slowly and steadily. Sthirta se and slowly. Okay. Moving from one place to another is drifted. Now let's go with the next word. Soared. What does it mean? Rose high into the air. Air में ऊंचे उड़ना. That's what soared. Next, taken for granted. Read everyone. Taken for granted. What does it mean? Accepted and treated in a careless manner. Okay? It means treating something in a careless manner. बिना ध्यान से किसी चीज को ट्रीट करना या एक्सेप्ट करना. That's what taken for granted. Next, churning. What is the next word? Churning. Moving round and round rather violently. Okay? Moving round and round with violently. That's what churning. Next word, hasten. Read everyone. Hasten. The T is silent there. H-A-S-T-E-N. T is silent there. So how will you read that? How will you pronounce it? Hasten. The word meaning is hurry. Okay, quick. Let's go with page number 43. The word meaning, page number 43. Struggling vainly. Okay, struggling vainly means trying without success. बिना कोई सक्सेस का कोशिश करना. That's what struggling vainly. Next, rage. How will you read? Rage. Blew forcefully. Read everyone. Blew forcefully. Now let's go with the last page, page number 44. There are 3 more word meanings. First is scurrying. Scurrying means running in quick short steps. जल्दी जल्दी दौड़ना. Scurrying means coaxing. Coaxing is persuading somebody to do something by talking in a kind and gentle way. Softly किसी चीज को कराने के लिए किसी को persuade, पीछा करना, मीठी बातों से मनाना. That's what coaxing. Next, cowed. Cowed means frown. Cowed, what does it mean? Frown. Looking at someone without any pleasure. Okay, that's what frown. So I think you all understood this all word meaning. So these word meanings will be today's homework for you. Ma'am will be sending it on the group. Do it and send it for checking. Now let's start with the chapter explanation. When ma'am is reading, put your fingers there and listen carefully. Keep a pencil with you where you want to write the word meanings. You can write there. Okay. So the first line. Long ago in Hawaii, people told stories to explain the wonders of nature. So long ago in Hawaii, Hawaii is the name of a place in America. People told stories, okay? The people, those who stayed in Hawaii, they used to tell the stories to explain the wonders of the nature. They want to teach the children or they want to tell the wonders of the nature. Nature का अद्भुत कार्यों को बताने के लिए they used to tell the stories. This story is about Maui who wanted to tame the winds. So in this story we are going to discuss about Maui, and Maui wants to control the winds. Tame the winds means to control. Winds को हवा को रोकना चाहती थी Maui. So this story is about that. Do you think anybody can control or tame the wind? I don't think so. मैम को नहीं लगता कोई हवा को कंट्रोल कर सकता है. But this Maui trying to control the winds. First paragraph. One morning, Maui decided that he had to build a kite. So the main character of the story is Maui, and he decided, उसने एक फैसला किया. What? To build a kite. एक पतंग बनाना है. Okay? Kite is patang. And what a kite he built? It's in the exclamatory way. It's in an exclamatory way saying that, और उसने क्या पतंग बनाई. And what a kite he built. Look at that. Why this sentence is said here? We'll see further. Okay? His mother gave him the largest, strongest piece of cloth. To make the kite, which kind of cloth his mother gave, you know? The largest, सबसे बड़ा and the strongest, सबसे मजबूत कपड़ा दिया. For in order to make the kite, we need light things, isn't it? Light materials, but he was making the kite with strongest and the largest cloth. For the cross pieces, he used sticks of bamboo, and for making the cross pieces in the kite, he used bamboo sticks. Okay. Next. And he cut branches from the Olona shrub to make a strong rope. And in order to fly it, he needs a rope. उसको एक रस्सी चाहिए, तो strong rope के लिए उसने Olona shrub से ब्रांचेस कट किया और उसे यूज किया. Come to the next para. Moi's kite was a work of art. Art means kala. By seeing that Moi's kite, you can see a special artwork. Okay. He told himself. He told himself means खुद से कहा, I must get a special wind to fly my kite. He is telling that I must get a special wind. मुझे एक विशेष हवा की जरूरत है. If I want to fly my kite, I'll go to the keeper of the wind. And he is telling, I will go to the keeper. Keeper means rakhwala. So I'll go to the keeper of the wind. She will let me have the perfect wind to make my kite fly really high. And वो मुझे मेरा काइट उड़ाने के लिए सबसे फर्स्ट परफेक्ट हवा मुझे देंगे. Next, his friends happily gathered around to help him carry his kite to the keeper of the wind. And when he made the kite, his friends also gathered. उसके दोस्त भी वहां पर आके इकट्ठे हुए and they helped him to carry because it was the largest and strongest piece used for making the kite. So they helped Maui to carry the kite from his home to the cave where the keeper of the winds was staying. As a group paraded through the village, as a group were going through the village, everybody left their work and came to watch. हर कोई अपना काम छोड़कर वो क्या करते हैं उसे देखने आए. Next, when the group finally approached the cave of the wind, they could see the keeper of the wind sitting by the entrance. So finally, they reached near the cave. Okay, approach means came near the cave of the wind. They could see the keeper of the wind sitting by the entrance. So who was sitting by the entrance of the cave? The keeper of the wind. So, oh keeper, now the Moi is telling, okay, Moi is saying that, oh keeper of the winds, cried Moi. He is not literally crying here. Cried means he is telling very loudly and चिल्ला के बोल रहे, oh keeper of the winds, please bring Ipu Iki, the small god that holds the gentle breezes, and let us fly our kite. Saying that Ipu Iki is the name of a wind. Okay. So this Moi is telling that please bring Ipu Iki. And this keeper of the winds used to keep these winds inside a gourd. Okay. एक लोकी के अंदर उसे ढक्कन से उसे बंद करके रखते थे. So he is saying that please bring Ipu Iki. Ipu Iki is the name of a wind, the small god that holds the gentle breezes. वो soft breezes. Okay, it's a शीतल हवा. Breezes is शीतल हवा. And let us fly our kite. और हमें अपना kite को पतंग को उड़ाने दे. The keeper was a wise old woman. The keeper of the winds was a wise. एक बुद्धिमान और एक बूढ़ी औरत थी. She knew that the gentle winds of Ipu Iki would play kindly with the boy. वो जानती थी Ipu Iki is a gentle breeze wind. Okay, gentle wind, and it will make these children happy. So she went into her cave and returned carrying a small gourd and singing her song. So to take the wind, she went inside, and this wind was kept inside a gourd. Okay, she brought that and she was singing a song. So what she was singing? Listen that. O wind, soft wind of Hilo, wind from the God of everlasting, wind, come from Ipu Iki, O wind, soft wind of Hilo, come gently, come mildly. Now this lady is singing a song, okay, to bring out the wind from the God. O wind, soft wind of Hilo, Hilo के शीतल पवन, wind from the God of everlasting wind, जो चिरसाई हवा है. Come from Ipu Iki, Ipu Iki जो घर है उसमें से आप बाहर आइए. O wind, soft wind of Hilo, come gently and come mildly. Saying that हल्के से और शांति से आप बाहर आइए. Come to the next line. The lid of the gourd began to stir. When she was speaking these words, the lid of the जो उसका ढक्कन था वो stirred. उसमें हलचल करना शुरू हुआ. And the keeper carefully opened it. And the keeper opened the lid of the gourd carefully, बहुत ध्यान से. Slowly the soft wind of Hilo drifted out and tugged at the kite. Now, slowly, the wind which was kept inside the cloth drifted out. Drifted out, start to drifted out. Drifted out means बहने शुरू किया, बाहर बहने शुरू किया, and tugged at the kite. उस kite को, पतंग को उड़ाते हुए वो बाहर बह निकले. Mohi let out some cords and he and his friends cheered as the kite soared like a great bird over the sea. Now, our boy, this Mohi and his friends, they were very happy. They were cheered up as the kite soared like a great bird over the sea. जैसे वो पतंग एक बहुत बड़े पक्षी के जैसे ऊपर आसमान पर उड़ने लगे, so they were by saying that very happy. Next, the keeper stood silently and looked on with a smile. The keeper was standing near the entrance and looking at the boys, and she was smiling. After a while, she said, "That's enough for today." आज के लिए it's enough. ये काफी है. The winds should not be taken for granted. Winds को misuse नहीं करना चाहिए. You should respect. They will respect you if you respect them. If you are respecting the wind, and they will also respect you. तो उसे misuse नहीं करना. आज के लिए इतना काफी है. After a few moments of silence, Mohi nodded and said, "Yes, O keeper of the winds, call your winds back to you." Saying that, after a moment, कुछ देर के बाद, Mohi said, "Okay, it's enough." Nodded. Nodded means सिर हिला के बोला, "You just call back your winds to you." So, आप अपने winds को अपने पास वापस बुलाएं. The woman now removed the lid from Ippu Iki. As the winds returned, the kite slowly dropped. जैसे Ippu Iki को अंदर बुलाया, okay? The woman now removed the lid from Ippu Iki. Ippu Iki का जो गार्ड था, she just removed the lid and slowly the wind returned back and the kite slowly dropped. जैसे हवा अंदर चले गई गार्ड के, नीचे की ओर आने लगे. Mohi reeled in the line, caught the kite and went back home with his friends while the keeper closed the lid. Now, Mohi reeled the line. They made the line. He and his friends caught the kite and went back home. उस पतंग को उठाए और घर वापस चले गए. While the keeper closed the lid. जब तक वो कीपर ने विंड्स का जो गार्ड था उसका लिड क्लोज किया. Let's see. Today ma'am is stopping till here. आज मैं यहाँ तक stop कर रही हूँ. On the next class we'll go through the further section. What had happened to Mohi's kite? So let's discuss in the next session. Students, read up to where ma'am had already taught you. Read again and again. Try to understand the story and do your homework. If you have any doubt, you may ask in the query group. Okay, children? So take care and stay home. Stay safe.